I would say the most difficult thing about being a teen is managing everything that comes with being a teen.
It's like the grades and the schoolwork, it's pretty hard.
Schoolwork and all the homework that you get from that, and wanting to take challenging
I have to
classes,
think about school. My mom always says think about school. I can't think about like girls. I don't have time for that.
friendships, and family relationships. At times, I can feel very overwhelmed.
The most difficult thing about being a teenager is basically, well, I'm in between. I can't do the stuff that I used to do when I'm younger, and I can't do the things that the older people could do yet.
They're growing into these bodies, and you look at them, and my son is now taller than I am at 14 years old. So you don't look at them as little kids anymore, but sometimes you're reminded that they're still kids.
That probably the most difficult thing is just being the first one to try. Is I'm the older brother, so I don't really have anyone to watch or know what's right and what's wrong unless I go over to like some other person's house and watch them do it. But I kind of have to set the tone a little bit.
You're constantly balancing that. How involved do I get? How uninvolved should I be? You know, how much is teaching them and how much is pressuring them too much? I mean, it's a real struggle because they're going to continue to push back. It's stressful.
My parents are kind of like a satellite that is constantly hovering over me. They're really strict, so everything I do, they have a tab on me.
I think one of the difficulties is, watching them have to experience things that you have experience with or one has experience with and can impart wisdom that they won't listen to or accept.
He thinks he's always right. They think they're always right. So that's the hardest thing.
For me, it's like feeling like I have to make all these decisions about my future now, and like there's a lot of pressure on me because I don't really know if I'm making the right choice, if I'm taking the right classes, if I'm doing everything that I can.
One of the most difficult things is letting your kids make decisions that you don't necessarily agree with, but having to let them do it, letting them fail, not being able to protect them the way you did when they were younger.
You're transitioning to becoming an adult, and that can be really hard because you might get a lot more responsibilities. You'll get more homework. You have to clean up more. Also, the kids in middle school, they're really mean too.
Right now, all you want to do is fit in, have lots of friends, all of that. That's the most important thing right now.
That's the period where it's like you're not a kid anymore. So you've got to start figuring yourself out. I think it was me kind of like the deadline, however many years until I become an adult officially. So I kind of want to figure myself out before then, sort out maybe an idea of what I want my career to be, what friends I want to have, kind of setting up a platform for my life. It's very scary.
I hope both my kids get that. When we come across and we're frustrated or upset or angry or yelling at them, it's coming from a place of love because we're trying to shape these people into really good human beings. I mean, I want them to learn from our mistakes, and I don't want them to suffer because I didn't raise them right.
Am I letting him be who he is? Am I letting him develop on his own? Am I teaching him the right skill set to really be successful? For me, that's my biggest struggle. At this exact juncture in his life, what am I doing to prepare him for the future while still allowing him to really just enjoy his childhood?